Welcome back to the first half action. The CAPRAS on the attack against the PNG Hunters. They're on the try line. The CAPRAS are about to hit it out there. Only 10 meters out from the try line, and the good pressure coming from the S2 PNG Hunters. Martin Louis, your opening comments for the first half.
Yes, Steve, pretty quick there from both sides. The weather, as we mentioned prior to the match, is ideal for the Hunters to hopefully, and we have a mistake there. Pressure by the Hunters and a mistake from the CAPRAS.
Well, disappointment there from the big forward pack from the Queensland CAPRAS, who are expected to lead by force this afternoon. They're expected to make the foundations for the CAPRAS attack today, and to cover up an error like that 15 meters out, 20 meters out, it might prove costly, Martin.
Yeah, certainly. If you put pressure on the ball runners, that's bound to happen. And very good pressure there from the Hunters. And they are in very good field position, 20 meters out with a scrum. And they should win this scrum.
Okay, 22 meters out. If you can go to a wide shot and see the CAPRAS on the attack now. 22 meters, a flat ball. They try to offload. They're caught in the attack, and they've lost 15, 20 meters. They come back to the halfway, but they put on the pace. Here we go through the fullback, Alex Wara. They go to the outside, and the stop shot, and the position's coughed over. So an opportunity gone missing, and the SP PNG Hunters will be kicking themselves. That was a good chance to post some early points on the board.
It certainly was, Steve. He was on the run, but Gary Lowe, all he needed to do was catch the football. That's not what happened. He dropped the football, and the CAPRAS in attack 50 meters out from the Hunters line.
Here we go, the ball being fed there by Ian Webster. As the CAPRAS have it centre field, they straighten up to the big prop forward, and geez, he's a mountain and a half, isn't he? That's Theron Pearson. He plays the ball 45 minutes out, and it's fifth and last, and there's a big kick. The up and under comes back down to the trial, and it's a tester for Alex Wera. Wera lets it go, it doesn't touch his hands, so that should be a restart at the 22 for the SP PNG Hunters. And nervous times because he didn't really address what was happening at the moment, so they've just got to knuckle down, the SP PNG Hunters. So the match referee for this afternoon pulls up play, says just played from the mark, and let's just take proceedings easy and easy number out.
The Hunters take it up. They need to settle down here, the Hunters, as Benson runs it out. Coming in from the wing. So there's some work, the forwards work as Wartho steps up.
Martin, what do we notice from the first match against the Redcliffe Dolphins? Michael Maro's process seems to be do the obvious first, do the simple stuff right, and that's what the SP PNG Hunters are doing. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just cutting the ball up, one-off runs, and they're making good yardage.
That's the way to play the game, and you can see you just chip away, do the simple things, pass, run, and run straight, and wait for the defense to open up, and that's exactly what the Hunters. And that's not what they wanted. The Hunters, the drop
there was
ball.
A disappointing side from the crowd there as Roger Poir let that ball down. He's going to be an instrumental playmaker from this afternoon as the CAPRAS go on the attack from inside their 22. And they've got nothing to lose, the CAPRAS. They know that the PNG Hunters are up 2-0 from the two encounters this year in the Queensland Intra Super Cup. And that's the best record we've had since the Port Moresby Vipers started way back in the 90s.
Yes, David Locko, he played a very good game last week, and he won't be happy with himself for that mistake, which turned possession over to the CAPRAS as they move it up towards the Hunters line.
Oh, big inroads there from the South Queensland forwards. They're just cutting them up. The big men they're using on the shallow ball. If they continue, there'll be troubles for Papua New Guinea. There's the kick on the fifth and last. It's gone too far. It hasn't been measured well. And it appears that Ian Webster has put too much kaika on that ball, so that's going into touch, and it's a 22 restart for those PNG Hunters.
Those two kicks, massive kicks there, and the wind's behind them, and it's set up there, and the Hunters have done well not to contest that ball. Alex Wera has been very safe, and he allowed the bounce of the ball, and they've gained possession. So the Hunters not panicking, although they've been defending in their territory for the last few minutes.
So good run there from Gary Lowe. He ends up, and now the ball's in the possession of Ezekiel Elliott. As the Hunters go on the outside, they've got a chance on the inside. The kick's gone forward. There's an opportunity right in front, and into his grass is Albert Patak. Patak plays it for the SPPNG Hunters. That will be the first try of this afternoon. The first try of this afternoon. 4 points to nil. And the Central Queensland CAPRAS are stunned as the crowd goes crazy. And that's a good opening try and good lead-up work, Martin Leary.
Yes, very good work there for from Loco. I'm sure he was not happy with himself for turning over possession in some place back, and he made up for it, linked up with Thompson Tete. And very good skills there from a forward. Loco putting that up, and Tete was right there. And he's going to be a very hard man to stop this year, Thompson Tete. Another
really,
try to him.
Really makes me happy, really impresses me, is that the blokes on the paddock wearing the SPPNG Hunters jerseys are not the diehards or the full pack from the Kummels, and there are a lot of new names, and they're making their mark on their own and in their own right. And it's been pretty impressive, and you've got people like Sebastian Pandia that are going to lead them from the front, and of course this man with the boot, Roger Laka, posts the 2 points in front, so that's 6 points to nil. The home side is in front, and the lead, the SPPNG Hunters are in front, 6 points to nil over the Central Queensland CAPRAS. And things are looking good. They're trying to go for a 3-in-a-row hat-trick back-to-back, and they've got one more match the following weekend, so there'll be 3 home ground matches in a row after that original initial hit-out against the Redcliffe Dolphins. So, so far, the SPPNG Hunters doing the job and doing the job well.
As they restart with a long kick there, as Joe Bruno, the local boy, you can hear the crowd
You can hear the
support.
crowd go.
He's a former Guria. He's got a lot of followers here.
Let's have a look at the inwards. The SPPNG Hunters can make this very solid defense from the Central Queensland CAPRAS. They're up there in 3s and 4s, and they're putting the man down. Oh, there's a knock-on from the Papua New Guinea team, so there's a play on an advantage. They've got the ball now within the 14-meter line, the Central Queensland CAPRAS, and they're 35 meters out. They send the ball to the big man in the forward pack, and just have a look at that lunk of a man. That's Theron Pearson. Pearson plays the ball 25 meters out, center of the field. They go forward, and that looked like a forward pass to me. And yes, it's pulled up by the referee, so just a bit of a rush in play. The possessions being in the favor of the local team, and once the CAPRAS said it, they tried to do too much too soon.
Certainly, and the CAPRAS bench would be hoping that the heat hasn't taken effect on them that quickly. It's just opening minutes, first 20 minutes into the half. There's another 3 quarters to go, and they really need to step up and stay in there, hang in there against the home side.
So early days as the SPPNG Hunters feed the ball on their own 22, and they're trying to hit it out and settle the play. They've got a 6-point lead as the ball comes forward, and that's Thompson Tete again. Geez, he's been a headache in the first 10 minutes of this match this afternoon. He takes the ball to within 38 meters, and here we go, Papua New Guinea coming towards the halfway line. This time they go to the big man. It's in the shape of Sebastian Pandey. He plays the ball 1 meter short of the halfway. Substitutions on the paddock this afternoon. That's Esau Siune. He takes it to the 40. Now the PNG team are on the attack. I tell you what, here we go. There's a good attack. Joe Bruno takes the ball. He'll play 35 meters out from the CAPRAS line. They're running out of tackles and options. And again, for his second out is Esau Siune. Fifth and last. Here we go. What are the options for the Papua New Guinea team? They've got options left and right. Comes into the hands of Israel earlier. He puts up a high ball. It's a tester for the fullback for the Queensland base side, and they take it well. Huey Stanley. It's a good take under pressure, and it's a relieving moment for the CAPRAS.
Yes, certainly, and the chase was good there. It was a catch and go situation. The referee could have penalized him, but it was legal. It's very dangerous to make tackles when people are going in the air, but the referee on this occasion allowed that to go.
So the Papua New Guinea side tackling in 1s and 2s when they need 3 men in the tackle count against a bigger opposition. Here they go down the blind side, short ball on the flanks, and they put to rest Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe was up to the task, and he shut that attack down for the SPPNG Hunters. So the Hunters get a sigh of relief. They've got the ball in their position 40 meters out, and so far so good, Martin Levy. They've held their composure. When they've had ball in the position, they've maintained it. So Michael Marum, who's accustomed to playing a steady game, is doing the right things at the right time currently.
Yes, the he would obviously be happy with what they're doing. Just one-off stuff, and then waiting for those mistakes to happen. And you can see Loco go up once again. He's worked overtime. And
there's a good penalty now for the Papua New Guineans. They've got the option for 2 points, or will they go for more? They've got all the ascendancy, Martin. They're up 6-0. And the combined agreement is that they'll kick for touch, take the tap, and go for another 4-pointer. So if you're rolling the dice, seems like a good position. Here we go. Papua New Guinea on the attack, and they take the ball forward through David Loco. Geez, Loco's got a high work rate for this opening 10 minutes in this match against the CAPRAS. He punches the ball to within 15 meters. They go down the shadow of the Blights at the switch inside for the PNG Hunters. They straighten the ball out. They're only 7 meters out. There's a big line set to the right. They're setting numbers. Is there a set play on? Shadow, shadow, shadow. The ball to the outside. They've got numbers. It goes to ground. They regather. Papua New Guinea straightens up. The ball's in the hands now of Albert Patak. He'll play it 5 meters out. Quick, play the ball. And the big charge on, but it's going to be held up short. And that time it was Brandy Peter. Peter plays the ball, comes back to the halfback. Woo! Roger Laka. Papua New Guinea, there's very good, strong defense from the CAPRAS. Dummy and a kick. But it doesn't amount to much from Wartovo Puaras. So Papua New Guinea exhausted their 6 tackle account and really didn't put any big pressure toward the CAPRAS.
Not a very good option there from Puara. The build-up was fair. Then when it mattered, they didn't. I thought a better option would have been the kick or link up with the outside men. Particularly on the left-hand side, because they had numbers. Kick up there would have put the pressure on the CAPRAS, but not what they did. And the CAPRAS try to get out of the red zone. They get a good run through the back row.
Guy Williams.
So
the CAPRAS kicking on the 4th tackle to get out of trouble. They've been under pressure throughout the opening stanza of this match. And here we go through Adex Wera, who gives a good 15-20 meter return for the Papua New Guinea side. Plays the ball on the 40 meter. The man marking the player playing the ball was offside, but the referee lets them go. Papua New Guinea now encroaching into the territory of the CAPRAS as they get wrapped up, but still able to offload. Here they go to the 5-8. It comes into the hands of Israel Eliab. They go to the left-hand side of the field. The team's tagged to the right. What are the options? They go to the right side again, this time to the winger, Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe punches it and runs hard, but it's met by the Central Queensland defense. So it's pretty ordinary, pretty straightforward, and pretty mundane from the Papua New Guinea team. They look like a knock-on from the opposing team. The CAPRAS, and the referee spots a knock-on in the middle of play. So they'll bring it back to scrum down 20 meters out, and another good opportunity for the PNG Hunters.
Yes, the opportunity was there, but Warrior, he really needs to, the hooker needs to control the flow of the game, control the game. He's the one, he's very important to their attack. There's the halfback, there's a 5'8", he is the other guy that needs to control what they do. On this occasion, he's taken their own option once again, and they've squandered the football, but they've been given possession, so a good run there, and Patak on the run to the right-hand side.
I tell you what, we've had a lot of home team players doing their stuff on the field, and here we go. There's another one from George Benson. He plows down, he goes hard, it is over the line. That could be the second try number 2 for the PNG Hunters. Oh, you took over the homegrown favorites. There's been a lot that have come from this graveyard. They've defended and they've attacked just as hard. And the PNG Hunters have crossed over for try number 2 through George Benson. What a try.
A try is a try, but it wasn't a organized play. It was just one-on-one stuff there. And the CAPRAS defense, they went off to sleep, and Benson, they call him the pocket dynamo. He's a small but very powerful runner, and he showed that. Took the options, took the defense on, and crossed over for a very important try for the Hunters.
Well, there you go. Nothing always comes from formal play, so a bit of ingenuity, and they went on the right flank, and the Papua New Guinea PNG Hunters, I should say, over for the second try. And in retaliation, the CAPRAS don't have much. They've got the big forwards going, but they're not making the inroads we expected with the big Polynesians. And now we've got Roger Laka with his conversion to make it 12 points to nil and give a very handy lead to the PNG Hunters, and draw on the applause of a big and vocal home crowd here at the Calaban Oval. 12 points to nil. No, it's not. It's been waved away. So it remains at 10 points to nil. The PNG Hunters leading South Queensland CAPRAS. And Martin Leary, we expected a bit more, but it's still early days from the CAPRAS, but the Papua New Guinea teams doing the right things right at the right times.
Yes, kicking has been one of the problems of PNG sides, and this Hunters side is showing us that they need to do a lot of work on kicking. The 2 points are very important when you are close. When it's a close match, the 2 points make a lot of difference. So a lot of work to be done by the kickers. Roger Lako on that occasion not getting the 2 points that were on offer, as the Hunters try to get it out of the 20-meter line. Aspandia takes the run. The new look Pandya. Used to have the dreadlocks before, but it's cleaned up. As Joe Bruno takes a hit up. And Siune looking for a ball runner, but or rather a support runner, but he wasn't there. As the Hunters become a little bit over-eager there and pushing passes, and as a result losing possession of the football, and coach Michael Marum won't be happy with that performance.
Well, there we go, our coverage this afternoon. What a beautiful coverage. Have a look at these pictures. NCTV based in New Ireland, they've got the best of the best in the country giving you this coverage. And I said, what, I think it's going to be a long relationship. It looks good. Here we go. The CAPRAS dummy and going to the outside. Here's the fullback chiming into the line. Here was Stanley, gives the ball to the outside. The CAPRAS now find themselves only 12 meters out. Oh, what a wonderful afternoon here in Calaban Oval. Can they hold them out? There's the crunch and bump. The winger holds it to himself. Mitch Zoring, but he doesn't have the power. He's been pushed into touch. What's the ref's call, Martin?
Well, the CAPRAS players, they are appealing for a penalty. I think he reckons
doesn't look good.
He reckons that the tackle was made, and they continue to push along. And however, the referee didn't agree with that. And
so the Packers scrum down 10 meters out. It'll be the SB Hunters.
And the referee for the afternoon,
yes.
Steve.
Tell me a little bit about him.
Michael Gordon. I thought you were on a same flight with him yesterday.
Gordon's brother?
I thought you were on the same flight with him yesterday. Should have asked him that question.
I should have, but he was out of my range, and he gave me 10 minutes in the cinnamon, so I had enough time to sleep. So here we go. The PNG Hunters leading 10 points to nil over the South Queensland CAPRAS, and they're doing all the good stuff right, and they get another penalty, and the CAPRAS will be marched another 10 meters. And Bobby Nona's coming to question what the referee's decision has been. He said, oh, you marched up too quickly. So a bit of leeway, a bit of breathing. There's a good covering kick, and that takes the ball to within the 30-meter line, actually the 40-meter line in the CAPRAS territory. So Papua New Guinea on the attack. Once again, they've got a lead of 10 points to nil as the ball is cut up that time by David Loco. Jeez, easily just putting his body on the line this afternoon. Here we go in the big forwards. That looks to be Sebastian Pandya. You expect big things from him this afternoon. He played in the World Cup in Britain, and here he is again, putting his body on the line. Number 17 was actually Lawrence too. So Papua New Guinea now 15 meters away from the CAPRAS trial, and they look threatening. Geez, they've got the ascendancy. They go forward again. Quick play from dummy, go. They look to go to the outside. They've lost the ball. He couldn't hold on to it. It was a solid tackle from the CAPRAS. And that time the number 9, Watova Pora, lost the ball. So here we go with the Central Queensland CAPRAS.
Good scrambling defense there from the visitors. The CAPRAS, they didn't panic. They kept their line and didn't allow the Hunters to gain an advantage. So good stuff there from the visitors. As Sebastian Matis, he's a Frenchman, and number 17.
Here you go, the CAPRAS again. This looks to be the bench utilities making the big yards. The players that started the match have not done such, but the utilities have come on. They're making good yards, and they get another penalty to their benefit. So here's a chance to square things up. They got the quick play the ball. The referee calls it back. He says, boys, hey, stop easy. Let's take it from the play the ball. You'll go 18 meters out from the PNG Hunters try line. First man to cut it up this afternoon is Sam Pearce. He takes about 6 or 7 meters down the center. Just what you need from your forwards. Here come the CAPRAS. They go to the left-hand side. There's a dummy. They go to that side, turn the ball back inside. They switch play, looking to hit the line for the against the PNG Hunters. They find a solid defensive ball. The flat ball. He comes back again to Pearson. Now that time it's Pearce. Pearce finds himself 3 meters short. The CAPRAS on the attack. There's a dummy from dummy half. And the CAPRAS, however, it looks like it's Grant Rogers. And the boys of the bench are making a mark. And finally, the first points for the CAPRAS. And it couldn't come too soon, Martin Leary.
Yes, that's what bench players do. They are freshmen. They've been sitting on the bench, and the coaching staff are in. They communicate with them, so they tell them what to do when they go on. So good impact there from the bench players. They've come on and given the CAPRAS the points that they needed.
So we've got a scoreline currently at 10 points to 4. The CAPRAS put their first points. Martin, when you look at the body language of how things are running at this stage, it's pretty even Stevens, but will the CAPRAS, with this fresh bit of wind under their wings, go on and give a lot of trouble to the local side?
Well, I don't think Maroon would be happy with the performance of the Hunters. They had a mountain of possession and didn't turn it into points, and some of it was because they pushed passes, tried to rush things, and the kick and the flags have been raised. So 2 points there to the CAPRAS. 10-6. Well, as I was saying, Steve, yeah, Michael wouldn't be very happy with the performance of the Hunters because they've had the possession, but they've been pushing, they've panicked, tried to score tries in the opening part of the set of 6. They need,
a guess it's probably been 75%.
They need to be patient, take it one at a time, go try to stretch it right to the 6th tackle or 5th tackle, and then work from there. So messages would be certainly go in, and there's another change. And it's
okay, here we go with the man with the restart, Ezekiel Awartovo. Israel Eliab with the restart. He figured well in that match. Port Moresby against South Sydney, and he's here again this afternoon, and he's got a significant match to play because he'll be the playmaker that dictates how the PNG Hunters go forward. Currently, they're on the defensive. They back their 10 very well, so the fitness levels obviously working very well for the PNG Hunters. But can they last? That's the big question. Here we go with the CAPRAS. They cut the ball up towards their 40-meter line, met by 2 defenders. They put down, still held well back by the PNG Hunters. Here we go with the CAPRAS. They now come on towards the halfway line. They're using their big artillery to come down the center of the field. That time it was Sebastian Martins. Here's the kick through. It's a short one. It's a tester, and well taken by Alex Wera. Wera takes the ball and he'll play it on the dirt down there on the 30-meter line for the Papua New Guinea team. And here we go, a chance to attack, and geez, there's a good goal forward there from Gonzalo Warkuse. He'll play the ball 9 meters shy of halfway. Quick play from the dummy half, and they've got the ball now on the halfway line. Has the PNG Hunters looking for the go forward. Quick ball there from Sebastian Pandia.
Steve, the Hunters were lucky there, but because Gonzalez, he wasn't facing the what, so but he got away with it. The referee didn't pick it up, luckily for the Hunters.
There goes Marcuse again. Big Gonzalez, half Mexican, half Papua New Guinea. They go to the right-hand side. There's the chip through, but the defender's back there, the fullback in the name of Huey Stanley. Let's see what Stanley's got. Fleet-footed. He gets past one, doesn't get past two as the Hunters wrap him up 12 meters out from his own line. Here come the CAPRAS. They bring the ball. Oh, solid defense, but they get the offload. They've gone now trying to get away from the PNG Hunters. They make the ball progress past the 30-meter line, and there's a knock on, and the referee spots it. So trying to do too much in a little bit of time, and a bit of relief now coming the way of the PNG Hunters.
Well, Huey Stanley won't be happy with himself for that. He did the hard work. He fielded the ball 10 meters out and gained some more territory with that run, and then to lose possession of the football there would have been very disappointing for the young men there. But the Hunters very happy with that. Then as Zemin takes it up, he's come off the bench. He's moved in at 5'8", so obviously the instructions would have been let's get some control back into the game, and that's why Zemin's on the field now.
Okay, midway through the first half, here come the PNG Hunters. They're crunching towards the trial and they're hungry. They want more points on the board. They juggle, they dance, they dazzle. Here they go through. Sheer hard work. Sheer hard work. It looked like Watova Puara. He just backed himself. He saw three in front of him. He ran hard with his heart, and he's over the try line. And the referee will have no doubts that's going to be a try.
It will be, and Puara, that's what he's very good at. That's why he continues to be used as the first choice hooker. He holds the football up and he links up with the man outside. If they had running outside backs or forwards, he can do the right thing. So
you know, when you've got the momentum, you just have to go with it. And so far,
that's
PNG Hunters,
they've
got everything going their way. There's the ascendancy, and you know, all you need is a little bit of inspiration. There's a little gap, you're through, and there's a try, and there's points. Pastor Lee, are you in shock? This is a good score, and it wasn't expected because we don't know much about the CAPRAS. But here we are, PNG Hunters. There's a big kick, and I tell you what, Pastor Lee. There is going to be a problem. If Papua New Guinea can't sort out the issue of the goal kickers, it is going to cost us matches. It costs us matches in the World Cup. It's got to be sorted out soon. So I know that you might be related to Michael Maroon. Can you have a chat to him?
Michael is a professional. He knows the problems that
Shots
are there.
For goal. They
and
count for matches. They decide
he will
fate of a country.
He has obviously been working on it, but you know things take time.
And, there's a knockback. Will it go dead? Oh, Papua New Guinea, what have you done? Have a look at the boys. There was a bit of a flurry. There was a bit of a lightheadedness moment there, and suddenly the ball is knocked on in goal, and Papua New Guinea have backed themselves right back against the barrel. Geez, that's a good shot of the shoelaces. As we look back on it, there's pressure being applied now by the offense from the Central Queensland CAPRAS. Take that back. Yeah, that team.
As CAPRAS take the ball up, and it's Sebastian Martins, the Frenchman. He's a Frenchman. Steve, for your information, he's played with the Broncos. He's on the Broncos books. They've looked at him. He's played in the Super League competition. Big man, and that's a reason why the CAPRAS need him.
Left-hand side, do the CAPRAS looking for a go forward, but they're not set structurally. They've got numbers to the right-hand side. Will they go there? No, they go to the left-hand side with the Papua New Guinea. The defense is there in numbers, but they can't match up. Papua New Guinea have been overshadowed, and the CAPRAS are over for the first try. And I tell you what, the crowd support in Papua New Guinea, naturally known as a hospitable country, it's 50-50, and there's a big cheer going up there for the CAPRAS. Their first points for this afternoon.
Their second point. Steve.
What a lovely afternoon.
$10 points to 16. So the match still there for the taking, and that was very good play there from the CAPRAS. It was a chance ball, but a very good pass, pinpoint accuracy, hit the winger, and unmarked, he just crossed over to score that try.
In hindsight, when you look back on what unfolded in the lead up to the try, the Papua New Guinea defense was there in numbers, but they just didn't read how the CAPRAS attack was coming towards them, and to post that try on the outside. There are positives you can take at it from the PNG perspective as well as from the CAPRAS perspective. The CAPRAS had them, they were short on numbers, but they made something happen. For the PNG side, it was a bad read. They got points over, so they've got to mark up and look at the man carrying the ball and not look at the space.
And the kick from the touch, it's going to be a difficult one.
If you're on Port Moresby right now, there'd be a few lovely words of abuse, and you can't do it. But this afternoon, such is the crowd, such is the environment in this lovely place of Calabar Oval. As the CAPRAS come in, it looks like a beautiful kick, but it's waved away. Not a word ushered during the process of taking that kick by the CAPRAS. I tell you what, if there's a place you want to play rugby league and you want to play it big time, you come to Calabar Oval. It is a lovely ground, and I tell you what, the team that have put this field together and are building grandstands, and they've got big development plans. They're looking good. This could be the hub of rugby league in Papua New Guinea.
They certainly have. It would be the third facility because there's two major developments in Port Moresby. What used to be the Lloyd Robson Oval has been developed. It'll be known as the National Football Stadium, and then we have the Murray Barracks, or rather the Sayubit Murray Stadium, which has been developed. So three very good stadiums after the two in Port Moresby are completed should be very good for Papua New Guinea. And there's a mistake there from the CAPRAS, and Lawrence too was involved in forcing that mistake. Very good defense there from two who comes off the bench, and here's a hooker. They've used him in the centres in the trials and in the last two games. So Lawrence too, he's got a lot of speed, but now he's slotted in at hooker as Puaro goes to lock.
Well, we're joined now by Daniel Siebold from the CAPRAS team. Daniel, how's things looking for your side? They're behind on the scoreboard, but they're looking good.
Yeah, we're really disappointed with the performance of our boys for the first 25 minutes. Our completion rate's been really bad. We've only completed 6 from 13 at the moment, so we need to improve that if we're going to stay in this game. The Hunters are getting a lot of footy and they're capitalised on it early, so we need to really tidy things up.
Prior to kick-off, what was the Coach Hetherington's advice to the boys? Unknown entities going both ways.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We needed to make sure that we complete all of our sets and wrap the ball up, because we know that the Hunters have got a good offload.
So the Hunters hoping for a couple of games on the trot to make it a hat-trick?
Yeah, that's
right. Are you
right.
here to destroy the party?
With any luck, we want to destroy that party tonight.
Okay. You talk about playmakers in your side. Give us a couple of names.
Yeah, Mark Johnson, the young 18-year-old 5'8", he's a guy to watch for the future. He's got a lot of ability, Mark. We've got Theron Pearson, the halfback. We just need Theron to take control of our team for us.
Here is Stanley, the Guardian in the fullback position, is doing well this afternoon, but they're under attack from the Papua New Guinea team. Actually, the possession's been turned over, but Huey Stanley's done well. Yeah,
Huey's been good. He's good in defence, Huey, so we just need Huey to get more involved with the ball.
So you've got advice coming from legends of the Bulldogs' history. What applies today when you come down to footy time?
Oh, look, when we go at half-time, Jason's going to have a lot to say to the boys. I mean, it's a great honour to work with him and for the boys to play under him. He really needs to talk to the boys about our dummy half running. I think we can expose the Hunters here.
Big drive there from the Hunters. They're trying to contain the CAPRAS so far. They're coming towards the 30-metre line. Your first time up to Papua New Guinea. How's the trip been so far?
Yeah, it's been great. The people have been really welcoming to us, and everyone's been so happy and supportive. So I couldn't ask for any more. It's been a great experience.
All right, we wish you all the best for the tournament, and it's a great hit out so far. And well, a full 60 minutes yet to go, so the scoreboard's anyone's guess.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much for your time.
All the best. Go the CAPRAS, go the Papua New Guinea team.
Thank you.
Thanks. So there you go, an insight from the side of the CAPRAS. They know what they're here to do, and they're here to spoil the party. Can the Papua New Guinea SP PNG Hunters go on and go forward? They got the ball now 38 meters out from the CAPRAS line. There we go. There's some big force coming there. David Loco again puts his head up and cuts the ball up to within 25 meters. They go to that side. They're not doing anything fancy. There's a substitution on the pilot. That's Willie Milonga. Milonga offloads, and the ball now is about 15 meters out. Here come the SP PNG Hunters straight in the dummy half. This time it's Wartoba Puara. He looks to the right hand side. There's space on the outside. Does he go? He offloads his numbers. They'll score! They will score! Papua New Guinea is home. The lead extends. Oh, I tell you, SP PNG Hunters, they're doing all the right things right and at the right time. Ooh, that was good. That was good, Martin Levy. You've got to admit that was good.
It certainly was. And the man responsible for the try, George Benson, all they needed to do, the Hunters, was quick hands. They just threw the ball, and it ended up with Benson. All he needed to do was reach over. He did exactly that and grounded the football. So the CAPRAS are not going to be very happy with the defense. They didn't read him quite quickly and didn't react quick enough to stop what they call the pocket dynamo, George Benson.
George Benson sounds like he should be a singer. So here comes the kicking. Now this is a major concern. The kicking responsibility is an integral part of any NRL team in Australia. If you watch Friday night, you watch Saturday, you watch Sunday, the ratio for misses of kicks is very low. Papua New Guinea needs to get wins. And if you come down to the crunch,
Stephen, I'll tell you something. The boys have been doing a lot of work in weights. They are really training like professionals, and that's the reason why.
Can weights help a kick? Here we go. Papua New Guinea is going to be waved up. Oh my God! I think weights might work. What a wonderful kick! What a wonderful kick from the sideline. That's a big point breaker, and that's a big momentum boost for the Papua New Guinea SP PNG Hunters.
Yes, Steve, I was going to tell you the amount of work that they've done in weights, which goes with the diet and everything. It's very hard to tell who's who. Gary Law was the one who actually scored that try, and he's built like George Benson.
Benson, here we go. Papua New Guinea back on the attack with the ascendancy. They've got a good lead. The score now is 22 points to 10 as we come to the concluding moments of the first half of play. 40 minutes just about used up as Papua New Guinea now casts the ball up towards the 30-meter line in their side of the territory. The CAPRAS, they're trying their best out there today, but the big men just are not keeping up pace with the heat of this afternoon. It's humid and it's scorching out here, and it's just how the local guys like to play the ball. Although they've lost it forward, there's a knock-on from the SP PNG Hunters, and not what the doctor ordered.
Yes, Steve. I'm having problems with the two wingers, you know, because I know Gary Law used to be a small winger, but after the weight program at number 2, he is big. You look at Benson on the other side at number 5. In number 5, big. So
there he is, Gary Lowe, right now effecting a tackle. He puts the CAPRAS down 45 minutes out. But you are saying, look at the size of Gary Lowe. His brother Kopi must be huge. So the CAPRAS play the ball inside the territory of the SP PNG Hunters. On the few and far between times this afternoon, they've lost the ball. That was the big forward, Sebastian Martin. Alain Lafrance has lost the ball forward. So Papua New Guinea now on the attack. Here we go again. This is David Loco, is it not? It looks to be Willie Minonga. So we have the SP PNG Hunters playing the ball 35 minutes out. They go to the right-hand side through Puara, looking for options on the outside. He finds Gonzalo Urakise. He'll play the ball 29 meters out. They still go to the right-hand side. Numbers are short. Will they go to the hands? Yes, they do, but they're still going to be wrapped up. Strong defense. Strong defense there from the CAPRAS. So Papua New Guinea, will they spin it wide? This half-time is called. They'll play the last, and that'll be the 5th and final. Well, it won't be the 5th, but it's the final. So we go to halftime break with the Papua New Guinea team, the SP PNG Hunters, leading 22 points to 10. Wherever you're watching around Papua New Guinea, I'm sure you're loving this. You've got to enjoy the coverage of NCTV, courtesy of legends like Alan Beck, bringing you this coverage from the Calabar Oval, home of the Agmak Rabal Gurus, and now the home of the SP PNG Hunters. It is the graveyard both ways, whether you like it or not, and they're doing the right stuff and they're doing it right. They're currently bearing the visiting team from the CAPRAS, Central Queensland, 22 points to 10. We've got a whole half, 40 minutes left to come. We'll find out what they're saying in both camps at halftime. In the meantime, Martin Leary, this is a crackerjack game of footy. We've got 7,000 people at the Calabar Oval, treated to a great festival of rugby league.
7,000. How did you get that number, Steve?
Just have a look around. They've come there all over the place. Have a look at that on the sideline. What a wonderful ground. You'd think that you're in Toowoomba or Mackay or Rockhampton.
Maybe you are right, 7,000. But I know the old Calabar where everybody was all packed in a small space. So now they've spread out. The stadium's now much more spacious. So maybe your 7,000 is right. But it'll be interesting to find out. But good weather conditions last week. It was raining and it was wet, and I'm sure there would have been a lot of disappointed fans. Yep. They wanted to watch the game, but the weather conditions didn't allow them. So they would really love this weather.
Let's look at the big picture here at halftime. We've got a bit of time on our hands. We can have a look at the ground, see what the ground staff have done in the last 12 months to bring up. I mean, you've gone from the headquarters of Gurrias to now the hub, which could be the hub of rugby league in Papua New Guinea. It's overshadowing very easily what used to be the Lord Robson Oval, hub of rugby league in Papua New Guinea. But when you think about it, the only thing that might hinder our victory this afternoon for the SP Hunters is their defense.
It'll be interesting what Michael Marum and the coaching staff will be saying to the players. But I don't think they will be very impressed with that performance, even if they lean on the scoreboard 22 points to 10. The amount of mistakes they've made is too many, I believe, and I'm sure that's the message that's going to be going out to the boys at halftime. Control the football. Let's not rush it. Let's play it one at a time. Build up. Use our sets of 6 wisely. Don't push the passes in the early part of the tackle count. You don't want to score on the first or second tackle. Ideally, that's what.
Well, if you're Melbourne Storm, if you're Billy Slater,
that's what fine. every team would love. But you know, realistically, you need to build into something, and that's a message that's going to be going in the last 2 games that the Hunters have played. They've been very patient with the way they've attacked. Build up and ensure that they used their 6s and they used them wisely. So we will see a different Hunter side in the second half. There won't be any rush plays. There will be a better controlled. They will have a better control attack in defense. The instructions would be react quickly to what's happening. Keep your eyes open. Communicate. If the attack is going to the left or right, you know, move quickly. Don't move up too quickly so that you spoil the line. Keep the line, keep your line, but react and make sure the sliding defense is effective.
Okay, so we've got a bit of halftime entertainment happening, courtesy of our good sponsors, SP Brewery, encouraging safe and wonderful consumption, as people who think that you can handle the right stuff. But as Martin Lee said, he seems to have an inside line on what's happening. And a wonderful crowd on this afternoon. It's wonderful conditions. And I tell you what, if you're living in the Eastern Britain capital of Rabaul, get down to the Callabon Oval. There's a wonderful day on. The ticket prices have changed for the betterment of the public to get more people through the gates and put people on seats. And people like Brett Tassel, who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes, are out there this afternoon encouraging entertainment. And well, Martin Lee's got the inside line on what's happening on the side of the SP PNG Hunters camp. But as we saw earlier, from the side of the CAPRAS, they're not particularly impressed. When the margin was a lot smaller, they weren't particularly impressed with how they were doing, how they will come out in the second half, how they'll utilize the big strength and the size of the forward pack that they have at their discretion will be another question. So there you can see some of the crowd here out at the Callabon Oval this afternoon. Wonderful weather conditions.
Steve, the CAPRAS would be, obviously, their coaching staff, Hetherington, as a head coach, would be disappointed with the way they've reacted to the Hunters, the home side. In the trial that they played in Rockhampton, they defeated the Hunters 30 points to 18. So they know they can match the Hunters and even beat them like they did during the trial. So he's going to be reminding his boys, gentlemen, we beat these guys when they went down to Rockhampton some weeks back. So we can still beat them.
Let's see who can do the catch. Oh, come on, boys. There's points up for grab and there's lucky draws and there's a lot happening on the ground. But if you can catch a ball that comes shooting out of that at 1,000 squillion miles an hour, geez, I'll give you my head. Here's a fellow under the ball, backs himself. He went in with his cousin. He's lost the ball. You know, people look at a footy game and they think that you can just catch a up and under, a high ball, a chip through, a grabber. But when it comes down to it and you put under pressure, take this. You look smart, do that. Oh, 2 blocks better. Look at man Kazimbal, look at same blue flag. Goodness gracious. It's harder than it looks. You can be a couch potato, but unless you're out on the field, unless you're training the hard yards, you're with the team full time.
You still need some more
Oh.
inside information,
Oh.
Steve?
Yeah, well, that bloke just got the ball. That's the guy I was training last week. I said, oh, catch 1 from 1. So he did it. So then we have the SP PNG Hunters with Michael Marum and the boys. Martin, you said stick to the game plan. Keep things simple. Will that be the order for the second half?
It has to be. And Michael has done his time as a assistant Kumul coach. He's been there for the AgMark careers. He's been in situations where he has seen the Gurias rush teams and get punished. So he's going to be remaining the Hunters. This may be a completely different ball game. This may be a different ball game altogether, but the basics are still the same. Let's not waste the football. Once we have possession of it, let's be very guarded about it and make sure we guard it with our lives, so that you can't score tries if you give away possession. That's what he's going to be telling his
that's a
men.
good call. If you don't have the ball, there's no tries involved, and you can't ask for any better advice from a guy like Michael Marum. I felt that Michael was shadowed for too long, and he's finally been given the limelight. 2 wins from 2 from the Queensland Cup, the Intrust Super Cup. Michael Marum doing all the right things right, and you'd expect that of him.
Yes,
he
Steve,
was standing behind a lot of big, big people.
You're right there.
And there he is.
He's been given his opportunity, and he's got a very
Gurias
good
captain.
He's
captain.
got a very good coaching staff
He knows
behind
what to
him. Jason Tassel, strength and conditioner. He's the one that makes sure the boys are beefed up. Like you can see, the huge boys. Shane Morris, he's the football manager. He's the one who makes sure that everything is spot on time. Everything that they need is available for them. The eyes, the traveling. So a lot of work has gone behind the preparation of this. And these are the guys behind the scenes.
Have a look at that. You'd think you'd be someone, Mackay Rockhaven. This is a lovely ground, and it sets the standard for Papua New Guinea, that people are doing the right things right on the ground in the aid of development of rugby league. And our buddy there, Jamie, he's been the groundsman, and he's certainly put this. I mean, you could play golf on this if you wanted to, and you've got a great team here. You've got a great home crowd.
That's Kevin, right? You're talking
Kevin,
about.
yeah,
Jamie's the guy from Queensland. Come on, Steve.
Kevin, Jamie, that's the bloke. Yeah. Good on you, Kev.
Yes, this is his ground, so you don't mix him up, otherwise.
He might get crossing from the ground.
Yes,
yeah,
obviously.
that's true.
Kevin Wright, John Nightingale.
Kevin left, Kevin right. Have a look at this.
They've done a great
white shot, courtesy of our good buddy Alan Beck.
Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
That is super. And
have a look at this oval. This is Callabon Oval. You've heard about it. You've seen it mentioned in the papers. Have a look at this oval. It's a wonderful spectacle. This is built for players. It's built for spectators. And it's built for creature comfort. You come out, you want to watch rugby, watch it in comfort. And this is what they have done. They've got a good playing surface for the players, and they've got good creature comforts for the people watching the footy this afternoon. And if you so happen to be watching it this afternoon on television, courtesy of NCTV, well, geez, enjoy the good pictures. This is a great afternoon for football. It's a great afternoon for rugby league and the development and the go forward for progress in Papua New Guinea. The current scoreline reads SPPNG Hunters 22 and the
22-10 CAPRAS and Steve.
The CAPRAS on 10 points.
Steve, just for the benefit of those who don't know, Digicel is providing this coverage, and
awesome.
We need to support them. They've been right behind this game. They supported the.
They make it happen.
They supported the Digicel Cup, and they've gone one step further and supporting the Hunters here. So good support there from Digicel, and rugby league should be heading
in the right
for bigger
direction.
teams.
Oh, definitely bigger and better things. When you got a big corporate like Digicel behind you, you know that you're supported, and everything looks good. So we've got the SPPNG Hunters revved up. They're on the paddock, ready to roll, and where the CAPRAS. There's the siren. No, there's no volcanic eruption, but I tell you what, there might be an eruption on the scoreboard. Currently, the home side, SPPNG Hunters leading the CAPRAS 22 points to 10 as the CAPRAS take the field now. 22 points to 10 and 40 minutes of football left to play this afternoon. I hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching from around the country. If you're taking the feed from overseas, whether you're watching from North Queensland or Western Australia or even out of Sydney, you're watching the live feed. courtesy of Alan Beck and Co. NCTV from the capital of New Britain, Rabaul, and the home ground of the Agma Gurus here at the Calabar Oval, known as the graveyard for the Agma Gurus, and now they're hoping to change it to the graveyard for the PNG Hunters, the SP PNG Hunters. CAPRAS working the ball out from the online. They go to the French international Sebastien Martins. He'll play the ball 5 meters out. It's a slow play of the ball. They go to the right hand side. There's no real shape to the attack of the CAPRAS as they go to the right hand side. They've got 4 on 3. They come back center field, trying to straighten up the attack, but they'll still be pulled down a few meters short of the 30-meter line. To the right hand side they go, and Tyrone Pearson trying to inspire something on the outside. The ball could have been coughed up in the possession of the SP PNG Hunters. Referee says knock forward. It looks like the advantage will go the way of the CAPRAS. Yes, it does.
That's good pressure from the Hunters there. Unfortunately, the scrum feed has been given to the CAPRAS, but that's what you get. If you put pressure on the opposition, they can make mistake. That's the bounce of the football favoring the CAPRAS, so they've got the feed as they move it out to the inside man, and good 3-man tackle there from the Hunters.
Well, there's an offload from the CAPRAS, but it's still wrapped up again. That's good defense from Papua New Guinea. Coming in the shape of number 16, Willie Minonga. He's just arrived on the field as the fresh sharp. New faces, they've got new fresh blood on the field, apart from the players that started in the first 13. So here we go with the CAPRAS. They're playing the ball 35 meters out from the online. They go to the shallow side on the left-hand side. They've only got 3 or 4, but they've got the numbers in attack because the Papua New Guineans were caught offside, says our match referee. So they'll be jogged back, and a bit of advantage now, and a bit of a leeway coming the way of the CAPRAS.
Just a little bit of over enthusiasm there from the Hunters, moving up too quickly, and the referee this time was not going to allow anybody to stick any extra meters on the opposition, so he got them offside, and the CAPRAS looking for the big man, and Martin goes up with a powerful run, and the tackle looked a little bit suspect there, but the referee allowing it to go as the CAPRAS move it to the...
Here come the CAPRAS, center field. They straighten up. They use their fullback, Huey Stanley. He gets the ball to within the 10 meters. They go to the left-hand side. No, they go right. This is substitution. Fresh blood on the field. He goes for the trial, and he's held up by the defense of the SP PNG Hunters. How long can they hold it? They've got a lead of 22 points to 10. They go to the right-hand side. Numbers up very quickly. In fact, too quickly from Papua New Guinea. And that time it's Guy Williams that's held short. They go to the right-hand side, held up. And the man on the sideline waves them away. SP PNG Hunters come up trumps, and they hold off for the time being.
They were lucky there, the Hunters. Quick ball movement it was there from the CAPRAS. They saw that the defense was thin on their right-hand side, and they moved it quickly, but Hunters reacted, to their credit, reacted very quickly and closed that off.
Here you go, the SP PNG Hunters center field, Watoto, I could be mistaken, that's Puara. Puara goes to the left. They're doing the basics right. We're looking for flow in football. They don't have it right now, but that's okay. They're going for it. And look at this yardage. Jesus, they've gone 15 meters. They're about 42 meters out now from the CAPRAS try line. They're on the attack, even though you wouldn't think it. 3 tackles gone. That was almost marginally for the ball's been lost forward by the Papua New Guinea team. Play on, no got through. Come back, Nastapisi. Come back, Nastapisi.
Yes, that,
almost Kara.
That broke down because it was pretty close. There could have been a shepherd called on the Hunters, but the referee didn't
pick it up.
He allowed it to go, and I think the CAPRAS will be really happy that they got the possession.
CAPRAS come down 39 meters out from now. Oh no, it's actually SP PNG Hunters on the attack from the 39-meter line, busting through tackles. How good is Adex Wera? He'll play the ball 25 meters. They've got players set up, and the defense is just holding on. Referee, have a look at that. Jesus, they go to the left-hand side. They use their forward pack. Gonzalo Urakuse, he takes the ball to within 11 meters of the CAPRAS try line. They've got numbers to the left and right. They decide to go left, and it's a short ball and a good carry. That time it was David Loco. They'll play the ball 1 meter out from the try line. They're just on the fringes. They go to the right-hand side. They've got the numbers stacked. They get past 1, they get past 2. There's a dummy. He goes himself, but he can't make it over the try line. 3 defenders from the CAPRAS coming and shut down the SP Hunters. Numbers to the left. Another dummy from Alex Wera. They won't go anywhere with that. They're shut down. Oh, half a meter from the CAPRAS try line. From dummy half. No, they go spin the ball wide. They've got options. The chip through. Somebody, anybody, nobody, one body. The ball goes through to the dead ball line. So that'll be a 22 restart and good pressure coming from the SP PNG Hunters and good thinking.
Yeah, the pressure was unfortunately it didn't end up with the desired result. The try was what they wanted. Walter he decided to go for the kicker. I thought a better option would have been to go left. They had numbers, they had plenty men. All he needed to do was connect up with them, and they would have gone in to score a try. But they have the opportunity. They have the opportunity to get the ball back.
So the CAPRAS on the back pedal. There's a short ball kicked. Oh, there's a knock on. There's a knock on. George Benson will be asking himself, oh my goodness. There was a kick restart and knocked on by the Papua New Guinean team. SP PNG Hunters, not what they wanted. And just when they had all the momentum in the go forward, they've lost it. They've lost it in a single breath, and the ball now comes up. It's a scrum feed to pack down. 35 meters out from the CAPRAS line. And they're looking to hit back. They're down on the scoreboard 22 points to 10. They want to make an impact. They want to be the first to score in the second half. Both fed to the second half. It's let go, and the CAPRAS will be made to play the ball 40 meters out from the online. They've got to get out of the red zone and get into the half and the territory of the SP PNG Hunters. That time there's a good cut up by Sam Pierce. Here go the CAPRAS on the outside. A big dummy and go. Jeez. Pearson, he's going. He's finally pulled down. He offloads the ball to Smith somehow. Somehow put down 5 meters out from the line of the SP PNG Hunters. They've got numbers to the left. Here come the CAPRAS. Can they make a counter attack? Oh, he's been knocked down. What a great tackle. Paul and a strong tackle by Noel Zemming. And the referee has ruled them inside the 10, looking for the quick play of the ball. They won't get it. But still, their ascendancy for the time being with the Central Queensland CAPRAS.
As the CAPRAS a bit undecided what they want to do here. They'll go for a quick tap, and that's what has happened as they take the ball up.
Yeah, that's Grant Rogers with the ball. He cuts it towards the uprights. 14 jerseys Rogers. He goes wide. He looks to hook up with his halfback. That time is Pearson. They go to the outside. Looked it to go through the strong man Samau. Big Samau is taken down 3 meters out from the try line of the SP PNG. The flat ball to the big French international. He's going to barge his way over. Will he? No, he doesn't. 3 or 4 Papua New Guineans put him to deck. He's about a meter and a half out. The flat ball, no, they go for the deep ball. They come to the left-hand side. Here they go with numbers, with a set play. He comes to the fullback, Stanley. Stanley looks for support on the outside, can't find it. The defense of the SP Hunters holds strong. How long will it go? Here we go again. Williams. No, that's Dale. Dale is tackled a meter out. They go to the right-hand side. Quick dummy, go to the left-hand side. 2 on 3. 2 on 3. The ball to the outside. Will they score? They're over. The CAPRAS are over. The CAPRAS are over, and Rice Williams gets the 4-pointer that brings the South Queensland CAPRAS right back into this match. Central. Pardon me. My bad. So the Central Queensland CAPRAS right back into this match with the 4-pointer scored by Williams on the left-hand flank.
Yes, that was bound to happen. A lot of possession there to the CAPRAS, and when you've got so much possession, in most cases than not, you end up scoring. So it was a case of being patient, deciding to do what was the best option, and they picked up the better option, and unmarked Williams strolls over for a much-needed try for the visiting Central Queensland CAPRAS.
So it's 22 points to 14 with a kick to come from the sideline, and it'll be taken by Tyron Pearson. He's quite handy with the boot, and he's quite handy with the ball in hand, and I think this afternoon he'll be the man to watch. And the way he dictated play, centre paddock 30 meters out, is certainly an asset for the CAPRAS. Here's his kick, strikes it well, there's a turn on it, doesn't get enough draw, it'll be stuck out to the right, so the score remains 22 points to 14. The buffer narrows the lead of the SP PNG Hunters 22 to 14. And the Central Queensland CAPRAS on the attack, and fortune and the weight of possession going their way in the early stands of the second half.
Yes, that should put a lot of sprint in the CAPRAS attack. They know we can score points against this side here. All we need to do is make sure we take the right options.
And we start for the SP PNG Crushers. Goes long, goes high, goes deep. It take. Oh, there's a knock on there from the CAPRAS. And a bit of equilibrium there. It was knocked on by the
Mark
SP PNG
Johnson.
Hunters, and now in the way of the CAPRAS. So a bit of give and take. But I tell you what,
Yeah,
at the worst time, the worst
Mark
moment.
Johnson is not going to be happy with that. There was no pressure on him. All he needed to do was keep his eyes on the football, position himself well. Most probably,
Yeah,
Wind may
simple
have
stuff.
played on his mind there, but he bombed it, and here's a set play on by the Hunters.
Interested to see that ball fed by Noel Zemming. Here we come with the SP PNG Hunters going to the left-hand side. Quick run, and it's a good dart from Israel Eliab. In fact, that's Watobo Puara. Pardon me to the families as they cut the ball up center. They're coming towards the uprights again. There's the SP PNG team. They go to the right-hand side. They've got big numbers. They decide to go to the big man. That's Gonzalo Warkuse. He's put down about 3 meters from the try line. They've got numbers to the left, numbers to the right. The defense is short. Short ball, flat ball. They go to the right-hand side. Overlap. Decides to go himself. No, Zemming, geez, he's been a headache since he touched the paddock. And he's got a 4-pointer against his name. Good on you, Noel Zemming. The SBP and Hunters extend the lead to 26 points to 14. And it was all Zemming.
Yes, Zemin, a very important player for the Hunters. He comes off the bench and he gives them that variety in attack. He's a good ball player. He's got a good eye. He saw that the CAPRAS was shot on the side where he scored a try, and he could have linked up with numbers, which was to the left-hand side. That's where all his men were, but he decided to take them on and ended up with a try that he will convert. He's come on. Looks like he might be pushing to be the first choice kicker here, because he's slaughtered the ones that he's been
Very
kicking
well.
lately. So,
Well, if you've got a good thing, you have to stick with it. And if someone's got the ball in their position, they can kick it over very well. Well, let's stick with it.
let's see if Zambi can
You know, let's
shoot
talk
it over
about-
from
let's
this
talk about-
angle.
Let's talk about, in hindsight, the last 30 years of kickers for Papua New Guinea. There's been nobody. This man could be the next step forward. Sizes it up. Has a good kick. What did I say? What did I say? The flags are up. The lead has been extended to 28 points to 14. Zemming. Zemming's the man.
All right, let's evaluate that kick. You see, that was
Yeah, he
brilliant.
kicked it.
That was a brilliant kick. You see what it did? He knew that the wind was behind. All he needed to do was push it in front of the uprights and allowed the rest to be done by the wind. That's science.
Wow. We're
I
now
think it
applying
comes with
science to
experience.
rugby league in Papua New Guinea. What a great day for rugby league it is. We're going forward. This is rugby league development. This is what Brett Tassel wants. We've got science applying rugby league. Here's a restart from the CAPRAS taken by Papua New Guinea on the 122, trying to work it out. That time it was Sebastian Pandey. We're expecting big things from him. He's been a bit quiet in the first 15 minutes of this match against the CAPRAS. So Papua New Guinea now punching it up, doing the short yards, straight off the flanks, quick balls, one off the ruck, hitting it up against the CAPRAS. And they're making the good yards down the center. They're making their possession work, and that's what they need to do. Straight, sensible, good, no-nonsense football. They now find themselves on the 50-meter mark, halfway into the territory. There comes a deep ball, and it goes forward to the left-hand flank against the CAPRAS, but sweeping back there is Huey Stanley for the CAPRAS. He gives a big ball back center field to Rice Williams. Williams, the winger, and the Spitz has put down 21 meters from his own try line.
Yes, and good chase there from the Hunters, and that's what you need. If you put a kick in, everybody should be chasing that football, but not doing it in isolation. They move together up as a team, and that's a good team defense there. Two-man
Rambakula was
defense it
driven
was.
there by the PNG defense. Here come the CAPRAS. They're struggling to get out of their own territory. There's more driving defense. 3s and 4s, and you can hear the crowd go wild as they effect a tackle. The CAPRAS have been jogged back. They come now to the 32-meter line. They go to the big artillery. This time it's Sebastien Martins, the French international. Can they encroach on the halfway line? Here's the kick on the 5th and last. It comes deep. It comes into the hands of Benson. Benson's got speed. Can he find space? No, he does. He takes on 2 men in the defense. He'll play the ball 41 meters out from his own try line. Straight into dummy half is Albert Patak. Patak will play the ball 48 meters out from his own try line. All the ascendancy, the weight of possession in the hands as Pandya takes the ball forward for the PNG Hunters. He'll play it 42 meters out, looking right and going left. Papinigini, oh, what a strong one from Thompson Tete. Thompson Tete, he bumps off one, he plays the ball groggily to his feet. They go to the right hand side again. Here we go now, this time it's Gonzalo Urukuse. They find themselves 20 meters out. The tackle count just about exhausted. They go to the left. Here comes a kick. It's a chip and chase. He goes himself, but he held up. Why didn't he go forward? Here comes a fullback for the Capras. Huey Stanley. He's lost the ball forward. He did not a good tackle. So a bit of give and take. It could have gone this way, could have gone that way, but it hasn't.
Yes.
Let's break a scrum down and take it easy and sort things out.
That was exciting stuff there from both teams, and the crowd loving every moment of that.
You know, when you get a crowd going with entertaining football like this, when the match could go either way and you got the home team in front, there's just nothing but pride. There's just nothing but pride. The Capras with the scrum free 20 meters out from their own line. They're trying to break it down. And have a look at this defense from the PNG Hunters, driving them back towards their 10-meter line. They try to punch it out again. Here they come for the big force. He's taken on by the guys in the back line. They'll say, you can't buy me walking. Use that. Papinigini is up there in threes. They drive the Capras back to the 10-20-meter line. Here they go again. 3 men in the tackle. This is effective defense from the PNG Hunters. The Capras have got nowhere to go. They've been cornered. Here they come again. They go for the poly power. 2 men in the tackle. They shut them down. There's 3 now. They put them to ground 30 meters out from their own line. The tackle count is gone. So the kick forward comes into the hands of Alex Wera. Alex Wera has got a bit of pace. Oh, he loses his footing. He loses his footing. He's eventually put by Guy Williams.
Great thinking there from the Capras. They were on the receiving end in terms of defense. So they decided to kick the football, turn the Hunters around, and now the Hunters in possession of the football as Loco takes it up.
David Loco has Papinigini 29 meters out from the Capras line. They go to the right hand side. Geez, they've got numbers. He goes himself. He's got options on the outside. He takes a short ball, and who's standing there? Willie Minonga plants the ball under the uprights. That's another 4-pointer with a kick to come. And the PNG is doing everything right. They've got the winning formula. This is going to be a hat trick. It could be 3 in a row. We've got 20 minutes left to come, and Martin Louis, Papinigini, going all great guns at the moment.
Minonga will claim credit. The score sheet will say Minonga try, but it was Puarua. He was the one who laid it on. He took the defense on. Great run from dummy half. When the Capras thought he was going to link up with his outside men, the big runners, nobody came except Minonga. He's becoming a super sub in this competition. In Redcliffe, he was the one who came off the bench, and he turned things around for the Hunters. So Minonga celebrates with a try and a kick right in front of the uprights. Zamin's been doing well, so he should push it over with his eyes closed. Steve?
Well, I would backheel it myself, but you know, there's formalities to be adhered to. So currently, the lead for Papua New Guinea is 34 points to 14. Conversion successful, make it 36 points to 14. The PNG Hunters looking to keep that 3 from 3 record intact against the visiting Central Queensland Capras. They came out here to cause an upset, but the game plan isn't working their way. And the PNG team, the home side, doing everything right here at Calabar Noble in the Eastern Britain capital of Rabaul. They call it the graveyard, and I tell you what, the blokes on the paddock there in the white jerseys are looking at it as if it is exactly that.
34 points to 14, and still plenty of time remaining, either for the Capras to claw their way back, or the Hunters to put more points and blow up the scoreline. At the moment, they are third in the competition, 4 points on the points ladder, but percentage-wise, they are third, so they really need a good score against the Capras.
Good solid defense on the Capras as they try to contain the PNG team in their own half. They're looking for the one-off punches out, and the defense is equal to the task. There's a knock forward, but the referee says play on, and still there's a good go forward momentum from the Papua New Guineans as one of the Capras is down in the back play. It looks as though it's number 16, Robbie Nona. Nona is down there, and the Papua New Guinea team lose the ball. Oh, there's a knock on in dummy half. So a comedy of errors as the ball is lost 40 meters out from the SP PNG Hunters line, and Mazan Leary, a bit of scrappy play and a bit of complacency creeping into the camp on both sides of the paddock.
On both sides. The CAPRAS know they need to maintain possession. The little chance that they have in possession, they need to hold on to the football and build on to. They can be a very exciting side if they hang on to the football. On this occasion, the ball was squandered. The Hunters gave them possession, but they tended back again. So
okay,
there's an injury.
In the background. It looks to be Robbie Nona. And he took a bit of hit. He was charging up earlier. Currently, we don't have the benefit of slow-mo action replay to see what happened. But during the course of time, as we go with the coverage from today forward with NC TV, you can see bigger, better, and more comprehensive coverage as we go. So it's a great process. We're going step by step.
And Steve, Digicel, of course.
Of course. Of course, without them, where would we be? Nowhere.
We've got the key men out here watching this game, so they're seeing what's happening, and they'll go back and come back with areas where
absolutely.
we need to be
talking about movers and shakers in this country. Digicel's one of the big players. Here we go with the SP PNG Hunters. There's a dummy and a good run there from Israel Eliab. He takes the ball to 48 meters out from his own trail, and straight into dummy half is Puara. Puara plays the ball. He's looking for ball runners. They're standing very shallow and very flat. The Papua New Guinea is just doing the basic stretch. He looks to offload. That was almost marginally a forward pass to David Loco. The ball now 35 meters out from the try line of the CAPRAS. Here they go again, Papua New Guinea. This time it's through Gonzalo Orakuse. Papua New Guinea lose the ball forward. Trying to do too much in a short space of time, Martin. And it all comes undone for the SP PNG Hunters. And the CAPRAS, they want to put respectability back in the scoreline.
Yeah, I think the forwards, they're trying to change their style of play, offload in traffic. There's some forwards who do it very well, and some forwards obviously can't do that. So as a forward, what you need to do is take the ball up, gain as many meters as possible with a run up the middle. Don't force passes. They forced the passes to Hunters and lost possession of the football.
As an overview, and from an hindsight, it's easy to call, but if you're out there on the paddock, it's harder to do. 3 men in the tackle for the SP PNG Hunters. They keep the Central Queensland team contained within the 40-meter mark as the big forward there comes in the shape of Ian Webster. No, it's not, it's Tyrone Pearson. They put down. Now the CAPRAS come towards the halfway line. They've got some go forward in this set of play. Will they go to the hands? Will they go play the ball? The ball goes to the outside. There's numbers 3 on 2. They go to the outside. It comes to Sama. Sama keeps going. He offloads to his winger. It looks like it's Rakumbula. And the referee spots a knock on in this, so they can't get the continuity they want, and it's tough times for the CAPRAS.
It sure was. I think it was a good option. They decided to link with the outside men. Long passes, it was that stretched the Hunters' defense a little bit. Unfortunately, losing the football there, and that's something that the coach won't be happy with.
But it's probably a good juncture to mention this afternoon. There's a company based out of Brisbane, Australia, that's now coming into Papua New Guinea. They're called Rugby League Against Domestic Violence. Rugby League Against Violence for women and children in Papua New Guinea. It's been headed by a bloke named Adam Everall, and they're trying to make a go for it. And you know, it's a good thing for Papua New Guinea, and it's encouraging responsibility and to do the right thing. And it's wonderful that Rugby League Against Violence is coming up to Papua New Guinea. They're looking to make a big event mid-year here in Papua New Guinea, and I guess of the positives that have come out from the good work by the SP PNG Hunters, that certainly will make inroads to a very sensitive issue. Here's the kick forward. It's been charged down by the CAPRAS. Play on, says the referee. Back to tackle 1. It's restarted. The tackle count is restarted for the SP PNG Hunters. They go to the left-hand side through Zeming. What can Zeming do? The ball has been carried forward that time by Willie Minonga. Minonga will play the ball 32 meters out from the CAPRAS try line. They've got tackles up their sleeve. They've got players lining up. Geez, they look fit this afternoon. Player fitness is looking awesome. They're out at the Kokopo Golf Course at Valum. at the break of dawn, doing well with Michael Marum. I tell you what, from Guria's coach, Guria's player, Kumo's coach, Kumo's player, Michael Marum's done everything, and now he stood out, and his results are being shown on the paddock by his players. They're sticking to the game plan. There's the big go forward. This time through David Loco. Loco takes two to put him down, including Hugh Stanley, and there's a bit too much over the top.
Yes, trip in there.
I tell you, one of the best things I've seen is the composure, the new composure Papua New Guinea players. They don't react like they used to do in the past. And here they are. They find themselves, oh my goodness, going for the line, inches away. They could have scored. Referee calls it back. You talk about composure. You know, before in the olden days, you get a shot around the neck, you go, hey, you won him. Yeah. Now, you take it, you give the penalty, we'll go for it, we'll score points.
They rushed it a little bit.
There's a new attitude.
I think communication. Roger Laka has gone back in at half back where he started. Zemins moved to 5'8". So there's some changes going here. Israel Alabi has actually moved to scrum half. So interesting changes happening here from Marum.
Well, it could be a game of poker. We don't know what's happening on the paddock as the CAPRAS try to work it out from the own line through somehow. Somehow put down 18 meters from his own line. They're looking for numbers. They can't get the go forward they really want to make inroads into the territory this afternoon as Roger Laka and company. Oh, and it looks as though Noel Zemming's been injured. He holds a hand to his chest as the CAPRAS are put down 10 meters shy of their own halfway line. That time it was the big man in Sam Pierce. Here come the CAPRAS again trying to strike off defenders through Andrew Price, Andrew Dale. Dale will play the ball out 50 meters. And the kick comes through there, 5'8", Mark Johnson. Johnson has got a deep kick that goes downtown. Comes in the hands of Adex Wera. Wera tries to dance and juggle his way around, but he's met equally by the defense and put to death by Zoring. That's Mitch Zoning. So Papua New Guinea trying to punch it out. Oh, solid defense. Solid defense. Knocked them back on their heels. So Papua New Guinea play 25 meters out from their own line. Can they get the go forward and the momentum again? It comes into the hands of Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe goes to the outside. The ball is knocked back. Referee says play on, but they've lost yardage. They've gotten back 10 meters. They'll play the ball 10 meters out from the 20 meters out from their own line. So Papua New Guinea trying to re-establish and reset things. They've got numbers on the outside. Here comes the ball inside. Looking for the offload. They don't take the option. They'll play 10 meters shy of the halfway. Papua New Guinea on the attack again. They go into the half of the CAPRAS looking to offload. The inside pass, the offload. They've got numbers on the outside. Just get the pass away. And there was a try. Almost close to Kai Lewa basketball. It was so close. It just did not ball, and it was just timing. It was just timing.
Yes, the CAPRAS player, they're putting his hand out and the ball, knocking the ball down.
Yes,
Otherwise, it was try time there for the Hunters.
Isn't it good to see the SP PNG Hunters finally opening up this afternoon? I mean, it's good. If you're going to establish leadership in a match, you do it with consistency and you follow the game plan. But once you've established that, it's time to unload. And this is what they're doing now. Here we go through Sebastian Pandia. SP PNG Hunters now 15 meters out from the CAPRAS try line. They're under siege. Here they come again. They go to the left-hand side. Dummy and going back inside is Thompson Tete, a prolific try scorer. He'll play the ball 10 meters out. They shape up to go to the right-hand side. Yes, they do. This time, Urakuse, he's met by 3 solid defenders from the CAPRAS. Geez, that's good defense from the CAPRAS. Numbers now to the left. It's about 7 on 5. Dummy short ball, and he goes himself. Israel Eliab looking for the outside. It's been intercepted by the CAPRAS. Now they go on their counter-attack, and they're 20 minutes out from their own line. So much, so close. Here come the CAPRAS again. They're down 34 points to 14. The deficit is 20. Can they break it back? They've got the ball in their possession. Martin Leary, it's all uphill from here.
Yes, and that break, or rather that play there from Eliab, it was a set play, but it broke down.
Oh, there's a big hit from Benson. He puts his opposing number on the deck, but still there's the go for it. Geez, that's a strong run there from Rhys Williams. He plays the ball 40 meters out. Carry on, Martin Leary.
Yes, as I was saying, it broke down, and that's what they need to get together, Hunters. Once you have a set play there, it must end up with a try. Now the Hunters, they need to defend.
Big offload there from Andrew Dale. The CAPRAS come down the left-hand flank. They've got numbers to the right-hand side. The tackle count is winding down. There are other options. This is the fifth and last. The 5-8 takes the ball. It's cut back inside. Bumps off one. There's Zoning. Zoning goes down the left hand side looking for options. He finds his winger in number 5, Rhys Williams. And they'll be shut down. The CAPRAS will be shut down 5 minutes out from the PNG line. That's good defense. They had to scramble well to shut the CAPRAS out because I tell you what, they were full of running and they had the numbers. So in the end, the SP PNG Hunters did well.
Yes, the CAPRAS knowing that time's catching up with them, so they're pushing things, playing some place which are enterprising and hoping that they come off. On that occasion, it didn't come off, but they were throwing the football around and looking for that last one to stick.
So safe and steady, here come the SP PNG Hunters. And what a great combination it has been with Major Brew and Papua New Guinea. SP Brewery putting their support and momentum behind Rugby League and to our national team playing in the Queensland Trust Cup, Super Cup. And they've done well, the SP Hunters. And not forgetting the contributions done by Digital, making this coverage come your way. As our fullback for the CAPRAS, Huey Stanley, has been wrapped up and put to deck 30 meters out from his own line. He looks for support from Rakambula. Rakambula will play the ball 38 meters out from his own try line. He's looking for the quick play of the ball, so the players ask. They don't get the support from the referee, and they put to deck 45 meters out from their own line. They go to the right hand side this time, the CAPRAS. Taking the ball over halfway is Ian Webster. Webster's had a great game this afternoon. He's tried to dictate play. He's tried to ignite stuff this afternoon, and so too has Mark Johnson. That's Johnson with the ball. Fields it to the right hand side. Here we go. The CAPRAS on the attack. There's 3 on 2, but the follow-through play was just too deep. The defense of Papua New Guinea holding up for the time being. Here come the CAPRAS, fifth and last. Here comes the kick through. The kick comes off the boot of Pearson. Taken by the SP PNG Hunters. Looks like George Benson once again, hometown local favorite. You can best bet that his family, his tribe, and everyone he's related to is out here at the Callabon Oval this afternoon. And what a fantastic playing arena this Callabon Oval is, Martin Leary.
Yes, and the local boy Joe Bruno takes it up. As Zamin dancing around, trying to get some control in this Hunters attack. As Roger Laka that's one of the rare times they've kicked.
Well, it's coming to the hands of Rhys Williams. Rhys has got a bit of pace. We haven't been able to see what he's capable of. We know that he's a good, prolific try scorer for the CAPRAS, but today has been shut down. The ball comes now to Pearson and sends it to the right hand side. Here comes Samau. Samau goes to the outside. He cooks up with Zoring. The ball comes back into the hands of the PNG SP Hunters. There's an offload. His tackle taken in 1 or 2. So the 0 tackle for the SP PNG Hunters will be on the halfway line. Here they go. They've got the ascendancy. They've got the possession. Do they have the go forward? They've taken the ball up another 5 meters to be playing the ball 40 meters out from the CAPRAS line. They're there in numbers. Everyone's calling for the ball. This time it comes into the hands of Esau Siuna. Siuna takes the ball up to 25 meters out. And so the SP PNG Hunters stack to the left, stack to the right. They go to the left. Oh, up the guts they go. The big forwards, the offload, looking to keep going. There's another offload. Dummy in the inside. Gary Lau's over. Go, Gary, go. The trials and tribulations continue for the CAPRAS as Papua New Guinea crosses over for another 4-quarter. It was such great build-up. They went on the left side. They believed in themselves. They worked hard. They pumped at the line. And it paved dividends with another try.
Roger Laka, the try scorer there. Esau Senior involved in that as well. David Loko. What do they have in common? They used to play for the Enga Miok, so they know each other's style of play, and good combination there. They are Hunters now, and good hunt there. Great try there on the left-hand side for the Hunters.
So the scoreline now puts this match out of reach, and the SP PNG Hunters will capture that hat-trick, the magic hat-trick. They played in the Queensland Cup in the past, and they've never racked up more than 21. Today, they complete the hat-trick. Currently, they lead 38 points to 14, and it will be another comprehensive victory. They've beaten
this is
the 2013 premiers.
Steve,
they've beaten the legendary Cup, the Dolphins, and now they've got the CAPRAS.
This is shaping up to be their biggest winning match, and 24 points to
18 they won in Redcliffe, 24 points to 16. They beat the Carters. So this is looking good. And Zemins, if he can slot it now, it's sitting up there and...
It's a good kick. The flags are up from the sideline. You know, you couldn't see it, but if you just listen to the crowd, they'll tell you what happened. That's a great kick. I'll have to have a word to the cameraman. Oh, he must find 1 plus something. They look good. This like kick. What a great kick.
Well,
what a great kick from the sideline.
It is going to be...
I was questioning. It is quite openly.
It is going to be very interesting because Zemin, since he's taken over the kicking responsibility, has done a marvelous job. So it's going to be very hard what Michael Marum does for the next game in terms of kicking for goal.
Quick restart from the Capras as the SPP Giannis manhandled towards the sideline. Would they be thrown into touch? Yes, they are. What does the referee say? Says the ball is lost forward. So Martin Levy, we've heard that one of these touch officials actually officiated in a match against the Redcliffe Dolphins. So he knows how the PNG team works, but away from home, it's a whole new kettle of fish.
Yes, and the Capras a very good defense there. They stuck to what they wanted and forced the mistake, forcing the Hunters out of the field of play, and they went possession of the football as they attack on the right-hand side.
Okay, here comes a razzle-dazzle from the Capras. There's no progress forward. Oh, and the referee pulls the SPP and Hunters for being inside the 10, so he marches them back 10 meters.
All offside.
So reset now for the Capras. What have they got up their sleeves? Let's see what they go through the big forward. This time it's Tyrion Pearson. Pearson is manhandled by 3 Papua New Guinea defenders. He'll play the ball 21 meters out from his own line. Oh, penalties coming back to back. This could go all afternoon. Time like minutes now. This is a substitution on the paddock with no name for the Capras. And he's lost the ball forward. Just at the moment when you thought the Capras could post something on the board, they've got hands on hips, and it's just a tough afternoon out for them this afternoon here at the Callabon field.
It certainly has been, and consecutive penalties there. I thought they were going to do something with it, build up the one-on-one stuff there, but poor carry in the football, and as a result, he's lost possession. So a scrum to pack down 10 meters out from the Hunters line.
So scrum to pack down 10 meters out from the SPP and Hunters line, and I've got to make a statement this afternoon. I was told last night by a bloke who said that the SPP and Hunters will win the premiership this year, and the fellow was so confident. He said, yeah, they'll play here, and they'll win, and they'll win, and they'll win, and they'll take the premiership. So I marked his words. His name is Pascal Magaru. He's a legend. He's a great rugby union player. He played in the number 9 jersey in rugby union for the Uni Piggers out of Port Moresby rugby union.
Oh, of course.
There's a utility.
Of course, that's what.
Following in the footsteps of his father.
Of course, that's what a lot of Papua New Guinea supporters would.
Hard knocks, no play. That's Pascal Magaru.
Would
he
want.
That.
But early days.
It's early days.
Cautious, be cautious. They just need to take one game at a time.
You know what I'd like to find out. I don't want to diminish on the good work that this Papua New Guinea team has done, but I would like to see what happens if the result of a match is not in favor of the SPPNG Hunters. So far, everyone's on the bandwagon. It looks all good. The guys are playing well. Everything looks good. But let's get a challenge in front of us and see what happens. See what happens.
As Hausinho takes the ball, he's coming to the side. He was calling to the side this weekend, and I think he's done great work to support off the bench as Joe Bruno takes the football up.
So here we go, SPPNG Hunters, 40 meters out. There's a long cut-out pass to the outside. He comes into the hands of Albert Patak. Patak goes for the corner. Inside pass. He finds Noel Zemming, who deserves a try more than Zemming. He plants it under the uprights. SPPNG Hunters. All look no kilimos type no kalabanovel. Oh, talk no mat. Hey, my name something. You looking finished now?
Wow, you must be speaking pidgin, Stephen. Yes, but that's exciting stuff there. Patak, he knows this football like the back of his hands. Egmak Rodriguez, he scored numerous tries on the right-hand side, but this time he was not selfish, decided to find the inside man, Zemin there, good support play. Hands it over to Zemin, and Zemin's scored
Having
right
both
under
teams
the
have scored
uprights.
4 pointers. It's such a fitting conclusion to this match this afternoon here at Colourbound Oval. Afternoon clouds are drawing over, but you couldn't tell. It's wonderful coverage here by NCTV, led by Alan Beck and his team. 4 cameras on location at Colourbound Oval and doing the right stuff right to bring what we love the most here in Papua New Guinea. Wonderful conversion there, completed by Noel Zemming. And Noel Zemming, he stamped his match. He stamped his name not on this match this afternoon, but in the red, black and golds for Papua New Guinea. And well, next World Cup, Noel Zemming, you better be there, because if you're converting like that, we are going to go places. So the crowd still reveling and rallying behind the PNG Hunters, baying for more points. The current lead is 46 points to 14. Whoever would have thought of that margin?
Well, it is important. They needed to score as many points as possible. As I said before, they are third in the competition on 4 points, but they needed percentage, and those percentages worked out 4 points for and against, and what they've done this afternoon would really lift them on the points table.
Hint of an inside ball. Pandia played the ball. It went out to Otovo Puara. Puara still dictating play this afternoon as 3 defenders put the SP Hunters to deck 42 meters out. That time it was Joe Bruno. They go to the left-hand side. Dami and Dikon is Rojalaka. They go to the outside. There's the fullback. Oh, there was a hint of a chance. The full-time hooter sounds in the background, and that'll do us for this afternoon. The final scoreline. Look at it and remember it. This is a historic moment. 46 points to 14. Tell everybody, SP PNG Hunters defeating the Central Queensland CAPRAS here at the Colourbound Oval in Port Moresby. They're travelling well at home. Can they do it away, Martin Leary?
Of course, we'll. But Steve, I thought Gary Lowe was not happy with the end result. He was working into scoring position there, but the ball didn't find him. Well, obviously, very good result there from the Hunters, 46 points to 14. As I said, that should really lift them up in terms of percentage points for and against. 14 points they conceded this afternoon, and 46 points they scored against the visiting Central Queensland CAPRAS. So,
well, that wraps up our coverage from the Colourbound Oval. The graveyard has turned into the graveyard once again. The SP PNG Hunters defeating the Central Queensland Crushers by a scoreline of 46 points to 14. Martin Leary, final comments. It's a good showing by the local team, and also a good showing by the local supporters as well as the local business community.
Yes, the support in Kokopo, in East New Britain, has been great. They've shown that in the past in the Digital Cup matches and any sporting event that has been played here. They haven't had any major issues, so they're following on from that. And the Hunters, 3 points, or rather 3 wins on the trot. Next week they take on the Northern Pride, another home game, so things looking good for the Hunters. So they'll be obviously happy with the win, 46 points to 14. But I know Mark Marum, or rather Michael Marum, he likes perfection. So there were some patches of the game that he would have been disappointed with. So he will obviously work with that, or work with the team to ensure you don't do that, because against the quality side, if you make mistakes, they punish you.
Okay, so that's it from Martin Leary. The SP PNG Hunters in huddle, showing praise to the power above. They've got a victory this afternoon that makes it 3-0. They're looking for 4 next week against the Northern Pride. Michael Marum and his team doing everything right. A big thanks going out to a digital company that made this coverage possible this afternoon from Colourbound Oval here in the East New Britain capital of Rabaul. And a big thanks to NCTV, courtesy of Alan Beck. He's put the cameras on, they put the images, and we follow the rugby just as you love it here in PNG. We look forward to more coverage in the coming weeks to see how our PNG, SP PNG Hunters do. And we've got a big heart behind them, we've got a big following. Let's go all the way, nothing's going to hold us back. This is the coverage winding up from the Colourbound Oval in Rabaul, capital of Eastern Britain. We'll see you next time to see how the SP PNG Hunters go in the Queensland Intrust Super Cup. Good night.